Hello everybody, today we're going to be looking at the Digimon Shodo Wave 3 figures. I've already took off the seal on this, but if we open it,
Nice.
you can see that it comes with 6 figures, and they did it again where they include 3 of a kind instead of 2 of each. So you are getting 3 Omegamon, 2 Lilymon, and then only 1 Zudomon. So I'll get these out of the way. So we have Omegamon here. And it shows the full wave built. I like that pose on there. Lilymon. Oops, this one's really light. And then Zudomon. So I will open these and then I will build them. And we can compare it to the old vintage toys and see how they do. So here is the contents of Zudomon. They all each come with like a piece of taffy or gum. So that's so in Japan they can put it in the candy section for kids. So if we open up Lilymon, there should be a piece of candy in here too. Yep, it's right at the bottom. And on the inside, I mean it's kind of simple to build these, but there's instructions on how to build them. And then, last but not least, we'll open up Omegamon and get his candy. Oh, must have already fell out. Yep. Okay, so I will build these and be right back. Okay, so they are all built. The ones that were really tedious was Zudomon. Like, his arm sockets are weird. Like, one of them was like really big, one was really small. I think they do that to differentiate between like left and right. But I had to like forcefully push those to stay in. They have really good articulation though. He has legs up and down, like a little ball joint at the feet. Arms are on a ball joint. This arm swivels, and you can move it up and down. The hammer actually stays inside his hand. It's like molded in there, but it still looks really good. I just noticed that they kind of use the same color. At least the hammer's a different color. But even like the small details, like that tattoo there, or whatever that is. That looks really good. Lilymon was easy to put together because she just came like her full body and then these 2 wings. And that's it. And she can move her arms up, bend at the elbow, it can rotate. Head can go back and forth just a little bit. The hair kind of like hinders that. She can bend at the knee. There's ball joints on her legs, but the dress kind of hinders that. And then these don't move. Those are fixated in there. I've got Zudomon's head. He can move it around, but his ears with the shell kind of hinder that as well. Then Omnimon, he had the most pieces, but he looks awesome. The cape is a single piece. It's not like matching. It's like an off-white compared to his like really bright white for his body. Head can move on a ball joint. These can move up and down and rotate. His sword and gun doesn't come out. But I think they didn't like make these different ball sizes, so if you had more than one Omegamon, I think you can put like 2 of the Wargreymon heads on it if you wanted. But his head falls off easily. His swivel at the waist. Legs can go up and down, but the cape kind of hinders that. Bend at the knee. The ankle has pivot. The cape is on a ball joint, so you can kind of get that in any pose that you want. I'll fix his head real quick, and then I will compare them to their vintage counterparts. We will start with Lilymon. This is the one that came out, I think, in the early 2000s. It's an action feature, and her action feature is when you move these leaves, her arms move. She has to have a base to stand up, but that's all the movement that she has, so this is a really huge step up. Colors and everything, this one just looks so much better. Okay, set her to the side. Then we'll compare Zudomon. Once again, huge step up. This is the old one and this is the new one. His hammer can actually come out of his hand, but the way this one's done, paint job, bigger shell, and his action feature is moving his hand like that. So much better. Like look at all the detail. They even like painted the buckle in there. So Shodo, definitely the way to go. And I think these are more expensive now because they're older. And then last but not least, we'll compare the Omegamon. So here is the new one, and here is the old one. Old one wasn't even painted anywhere near as good. And his action feature is he just moves his gray sword up and down. No paint on the toes. Hardly any paint at all on this guy compared to him. And he stands a little bit taller. Yeah. So height-wise, that's what he is next to the action feature, and then this is about a 5.5 inch figure. Digispirits War Greymon. Let's set all these guys back up. Oop. She can stand. Okay, and I will get the rest of the waves and put them all together. Okay, and here's what they look like all together. Really cool looking. I'm not sure what they retail for. I got these per case is like $55 on Omnimon. So I'm assuming, I think they're at Barnes & Noble's now, and I want to say they're around like $10 to $12 a piece. I could be wrong though. But this is just an amazing alternative if you can't get the old ones. I think by far my favorite has got to be Zudomon, Hercules Kabuterimon, and Omegamon's really cool too, but he's kind of overdone. I think they're going to continue the waves. There's going to be a Metal Greymon and a War Garurumon coming out, and hopefully that does really well so they continue making this line, because I would continue buying it. But until then, I will review the next one when it comes out. Thanks for watching, guys.